been a very long time since my last Read Aloud, and I'm sorry for that. I am a grad student right now, and I'm in the middle of some summer classes that include forensic anthropology, just for fun, and then elementary education classes that are mostly about the methods of teaching, and they've been amazing, but also time-consuming. But in the meantime, I have my big pink book of Disney princess stories, and this one is for Christina. So, The Little Mermaid, Princess of the Sea. And I apologize if you hear hammering in the background. There's a lot of construction. It's been a busy month. Ariel looked lovingly at the man she had rescued. Although her father forbade her to swim to the surface, the adventurous mermaid couldn't help but desire to be a part of the human world. As Prince Eric lay unconscious, she touched his face tenderly. He was so handsome. She wished with all her heart that she could remain on this beach and dance with this man of her dreams. "What would I give to stay here beside you?" she sang. "What would I do to see you smiling at me?" Somehow she was determined to find a way. Sebastian, her father's trusted friend, anxiously tried to persuade Ariel that she would be happier under the sea. King Triton wanted to keep an eye on his youngest daughter, and Sebastian did not want to disappoint the Sea King. "Down here is your home," he told Ariel. But despite his efforts to make her understand, my camera. Despite his efforts to make her understand the wonders of the ocean, nothing could change her wish to be with Prince Eric. She was in love. Only Flounder, her best friend, understood. Finding a statue of the prince that had gone down with the shipwreck, he surprised Ariel. "Flounder, you're the best," she cried. "It looks just like him." As she was imagining a romance with Eric, King Triton appeared in Ariel's secret grotto. Seeing her collection of things from the barbarian world above, he raised his trident and destroyed all of Ariel's treasures in a final attempt to protect her from the dangers of the human world. Upset, Ariel sought the help of the sea witch, Ursula. In exchange for the mermaid's voice, Ursula transformed her tail into legs. She would remain human only if she received a kiss of true love before the sun set on the third day. Happy to be human at last, Ariel wriggled her toes. She wriggled her toes excitedly while Sebastian watched in shock. "I'm going to march myself home right now and tell the Sea King," he said. But when he saw the sadness in Ariel's eyes, he knew that she could never be happy as a mermaid. "All right," he decided. "I'll help you find your prince." Scuttle, her best seagull friend, excitedly arranged a dress. It wasn't long before Prince Eric arrived. "You're the one," he exclaimed, "the one I've been looking for." Ariel nodded, but she couldn't talk. Eric remembered that the girl who had rescued him had the most beautiful voice. "Oh, you couldn't be who I thought," he sighed. Still, he helped her to his castle, and when they ate dinner together that night, Ariel made him laugh for the first time in weeks. The next day, he took her on a tour of the kingdom, enchanted by her enthusiasm for everything from horses to puppet shows. She pulled him eagerly into a dance, and she was thrilled when he let her take the reins on the ride back to the castle. Impressed and surprised by her fun-loving nature, Eric thoroughly enjoyed his new guest. Sebastian decided to create a romantic mood that evening as Ariel and Eric rowed together in a quiet lagoon. With soft music and moonlight on the water, the prince found himself leaning to kiss Ariel. But suddenly, Ursula's pet eels tipped the boat. Hypnotizing Eric, the sea witch transformed herself into the beautiful Vanessa. Pretending to be his mysterious dream girl, she arranged a wedding to make sure that Ariel's plan for love would fail. Scuttle gathered creatures of the ocean to help him stall the wedding, while Flounder pulled Ariel to the ship. As her friends tugged a magic necklace from Vanessa's neck, Ariel's voice was restored, and the spell on Prince Eric was broken. He ran to his true love, relieved that she had been the girl he wanted all along, but their kiss was too late. Ariel had become a mermaid again, and Ursula pulled her into the water. I lost her once. I'm not going to lose her again, yelled the prince as he dove into the depths of the ocean. Using strength and the power of true love, Eric destroyed the powerful sea witch. As he lay exhausted on the shore, Ariel watched him from afar. Turning to Sebastian, King Triton asked, "She really does love him, doesn't she?" With tenderness, he granted his beautiful daughter her greatest wish. As Ariel married her prince, she finally knew true happiness. Sebastian, Flounder, and Scuttle applauded with all the creatures of the sea as Eric kissed his bride under a rainbow colored with joy. And that is the story of The Little Mermaid. I will be back to post more read-alouds as time allows. I did find a really cool old copy of a storybook version of The Emperor's New Groove, which is a hilarious, if deeply underrated Disney movie. And same thing with The Road to El Dorado, which is DreamWorks. Both of those are pretty long as far as picture books go. So those videos are probably going to come later. But in the meantime, be safe, keep reading. I know everything is super crazy for everybody in the time of COVID, but reading, I think, probably is one of the few things that can give a little normalcy back into the day, especially if you're struggling with long distance learning. So be safe and have a great day. Thank you.